What is up? Been a long time. Good to see everyone again. Welcome. Glad to be back. I haven't been anywhere, but I just haven't been on YouTube. But I figured, I got a big trip coming up. Might as well not make it a random reappearance on YouTube and kind of ease back into it here. Probably won't be doing the weekly live streams, but might as well keep doing something. So welcome. This, oddly enough, is my first true vlog. And I don't think I'm a vlogger, and I'm not going to be doing this much. But in anticipation for Australia, might as well get used to being back in front of a camera, because I do intend on filming some stuff, documenting our adventures, our hikes, our journeys, the animals we find, road cruising, everything. So, for those of you who do not follow the Reptile Room podcast, who don't follow my social media stuff, I'm going to Australia in 2 weeks, and I'm going with Eric Burke from EB Morelia and Rob Stone from High Plains Herpetoculture. They're two of the three main components in the Morelia Python Radio podcast empire, we'll say. And the third member of that is Owen McIntyre, and he went last year. He will not be joining us this year. He's doing something real big with his life. He's getting hitched. So, congrats, Owen. I understand why you can't make it. Jewelry is expensive, but good for you, man. So anyway, Australia, it's coming up. Keep an eye out for that. I will try and get some stuff going for that. But in the meantime, I figured I'd put my ugly mug back on camera here for y'all. And we'll do it in style. And I'll show you a couple of my favorite Australian snakes as we prep for Oz. Alright. So I would be remiss if I didn't start with this big beautiful girl right here. This is my 3.5-year-old Centralian carpet, also known as a Brettles python. And the last time I had her on the channel, she was chewing on my knuckle during a live stream. This girl thinks everything is food. Doesn't matter what time of the year it is. Look at her. She's something else. Gotta keep an eye on her. But I figured I had her out for some cleaning, so you guys can take a peek. This is arguably one of the larger members of the Australian python family. Not as big as an olive, not as big as a blackhead, but dang, they get some size of them. Anyway, I'm going to put her away before this ends poorly. So this is actually technically not from Australia. This is one of my Papuan carpets, but being part of the Morelia family, excuse me, figured they'd count. Look, those colors. Look at that orange. Just a beautiful snake. This animal came from Dan Mallory of DM Exotics, as he's able to import these from time to time. So anytime I have the opportunity, I tend to pick up a pair or two. And yeah, really mild-mannered. Awesome snakes. Very underrated, but starting to get the attention they deserve. But technically not Australian. Alright, next up is one of my jungle carpets that I produced this past season. These guys are Australian, so we're getting back on track a little bit here. But this little lady, being very shy, killer snake. Killer little baby jungle. Just a little yearling, so she's still very small. But she'll get some good size to her. This color will continue to come in. Let's see if I can get this lighting just right for you all. And of course I can't. Here, let's try this. There we go. So this little lady was produced right here. Oh my goodness. There we go. Now where we're going in Australia, we're not going to be near jungle territory. We are going to be in southwest Australia, where they have imbricata. And if you know anything about carpets morelli in the United States, we don't have imbricata in the States. So if we find one, I'm definitely going to geek out hard, because it will be potentially the only time I'll ever see one. Unless that changes in the future. So jungle carpets, you need them. Another species of Australian Morelia, the coastals. Another one of the larger, arguably, depending on which locality you talk about, of the carpet python complex. And this girl here, as you can see, isn't very big. Well, for her she's big because she is actually gravid. She's been very restless. Really wants me to ease her discomfort, but as you can see, she is muy grande. So hopefully, eggs soon. Although I think the eggs are due to drop a day or two after we get to Australia. So my wonderful better half Rachel will be pulling this clutch, and it'll be her first time pulling a clutch of eggs by herself. She's seen me do it a few times. Thank you, honey. Now I do have some Darwins. They are currently paired up, kind of just seeing if they will breed this season, so I'm not going to take them out, but otherwise I would be showing you a little more variety with our Darwins here. Unfortunately, I'm going to let them be, so we're not going to take a look at them today, but I thought that I would end on a high note with another Australian carpet python, another jungle, but a little bit different, and with a little more attitude. But this is another one of my productions, another favorite Australian snake of mine, the super zebra jungle carpet, which is a completely patternless yellow animal, and just absolutely gorgeous. And I was fortunate enough to hit 2 of them last season. Give me love. And if you know zebras, and you know their attitude and reputation for being nippy, this girl is no exception, but she's definitely gotten better. So far no incident, but we just started, so we'll see. So this is a patternless super zebra, the homozygous expression of the zebra jungle, which is an incomplete dominant mutation in jungle carpets. And when those 2 genes link up on the same allele, I'm probably not even using those words right. When they link up from both parents, you get a patternless animal. So this is what that looks like. So I'm not one for vlogging, and this is pretty terrible, I'll admit. Lighting sucks, I suck, audio sucks, I'm sure. Which is why I don't do this very often. I'm rather introverted and quite busy. So anyway, Australia's coming up soon. Going to Southwest Australia with Rob Stone and Eric Burke, and it's going to be a trip of a lifetime. Mission Imbricata 2020, among all the other amazing animals we ought to see out there. Very excited for this trip. If you keep animals at home and you have the ability to go see them in the wild, I highly recommend it. I should have done this a long time ago. So, anyway, love your Aussie herps. Be easy on me. I'm not a camera guy. I'm not a vlogger. This is not my strong suit. And with that,